Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. Today I'm going to talk about something that is so overlooked. Being an artist. So, in this industry nowadays, people have to pay attention to the landscape because it is changing every day. An artist is not as valued as much as they need to be, solely because a lot of artists don't understand the business that's being portrayed. And when I say portrayed, we'll get deep into that. So, I had to start a website that actually can help people out because I understood in this game there is something to be sold and not told. And when I say it like that, it's a lot of gatekeepers and a lot of people that keep us out. And you could actually hear an artist that's mainstream, that's out there, and they're far less talented than people you would see in everyday life, your cousin, people you meet on the street. And you wonder why is that so? Because there's people that's getting money off of that person, so they put them in the position that they can actually make money so they can get their money. Think about it. It's a business. So at the end of the day, I want people to understand as an artist, you should market yourself as a business. And when I say that, I mean like take yourself as a business. So for instance, don't get into a whole bunch of trouble because that's going to kill your brand, right? I don't want to tell people how to be an artist, but I do want to give people inspiration and let people know you can get money making music. I can show you guys tons of things that can make you money. Quick story. I started making music years ago. But I never put out my own music, only my artist's music, right? So I took a shot in the dark. I said, you know what? I'm going to start putting my own music out. November 2nd, I dropped the song and it turned my stomach, man. Like I had 2 followers, right? Me and my mama. Hey, so, real story though. So what happened was I had to actually learn that if you're putting out music in your crowd that you had previously from songs that you had before, they're not going to wait around for the new music. The way that this industry is, the way that the landscape is music coming out constantly. Everybody has short attention spans. So you're not going to have a diehard fan that's just going to be head over heels for you for 10 years off of 2 songs, right? So what we have to understand is, and with it being a business, it's supply and demand. So the more frequently you drop music, the more your fans come to consume your music. So I decided that I was going to drop a song every week. I'm telling you, I don't know about everybody else, but it's working for me. Right now, it is a month and 2 weeks after, and I already had 900 and something monthly listeners. So I can tell you guys everything that I did to get there, and I will break that down in a later video, but I do want to tell people that, like, stick on your craft. And one thing that I do want to note, you have to have good music. This is all based on good music. If you do not have good music and you're listening to everything that I'm saying, you're going to be lost. But again, back to what I was saying, there is a lot of money to be made in the industry. You just have to know exactly what to do, how to do it, and where to go. A lot of people are talking about what's going on with Spotify right now. Spotify is going to change a lot of things for independent artists because they are going to implement a threshold, and if your song does not reach 1,000 streams in a year's time per song, then you will not receive any royalties because they feel as if they're taking time away from, they can be doing other things with their time, so for them to have people doing accounting or whatever they're doing to find out exactly if you're going to get a check for $20, it's not worth it, right? But essentially, in the grand scheme of things, if you think about it, all of those millions and millions of artists that are not getting their money, that money is going to the bigger artists because that money is going to a pool and then it's divvied out. If you want to know more about that, you can get an in-depth video all over the internet. I can do an in-depth video, but that is the grand scheme of what's going on. But I do want to tell you guys something about Spotify that you probably didn't know. If you check out Marquee, if you check out the different tools, if you are an artist and you got Spotify for artists, just go in there and look. I'll break down a whole nother video where you can actually sell your merch on there. So For the first time ever, they're letting you put videos on there and different stuff like that. They're trying to keep up with the landscape. They're trying to keep up with what all the social media is doing, what TikTok is doing, what Instagram is doing, what Facebook is doing. And with that being said, it is a beautiful time to be an artist. So if you are on TikTok, then you're probably killing it. If you're not on TikTok, then you're probably kicking yourself. You already know, right? But I want to tell people like this. I want to be inspiration. I want you to come to the channel. I want you to tell me that I helped you grow your music. I want you to tell me that something that I gave you was information and it was inspiration so you can get to where you need to be, because there's a lot of artists right now that just don't believe in themselves. And that's the baddest thing about being an artist. Sometimes we are so either conceited or we are so bad at listening to good critiques. We are so much critiquing ourselves to the point where we don't put a song out. And I do want to tell people, do polish your songs. Do make the songs the best that you can possibly make them. Quality over quantity any day. But understand that when you want to perfect something, sometimes something that's 80% done to you is completely 150% done to someone else. So keep that in mind. But you don't want to put out songs that you're going to regret and be like, oh, well, maybe I should hit this note this way, or maybe my cadence was off, or maybe you were sick and you just wasn't feeling good and you had a harshness in your voice, right? But again, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want people that's actually starting on their musical journey to learn something from the information that I'm giving out. Every artist out here is trying to make money, and at the end of the day, you have to understand that this is a business. The only way that these people are going to get paid is if it's money being made. So you have to understand that as an artist, you are basically using your intellectual property. I know you heard that word before, or those words before, that term before. Intellectual property means if you make a song and you're on the song, right? Then your voice, that's your intellectual property. A picture of you, an image of you, you online, you're on live, whatever the case may be, that is your person, that is your personality. So you have to understand that is how all of these different apps are making money, because people are going live and people are spending their time and their energy on there. So you are sucked into the grand scheme of things. And I feel like TikTok and a lot of these platforms are actually just like record labels, because you can actually get money out of them. So if you want to learn how to get money out of all of these different resources, I consider them as resources, because if you can download it for free and you can generate traffic, that is an actual resource. So I want to talk to people about how to use Reels. There's going to be a video up there exactly telling you how I grew over 200-300 subscribers in 1 month off of just Reels. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you guys have to know, because as an artist, say for instance, and this is just, I'm breaking down all the meat and potatoes right now, but if you are an artist, you're an independent artist, and you're just getting started, then you should have a Shopify store. You should have merch on deck. You should have merch to the point where you don't have to have 1,000 boxes in your house, in your studio, or whatever the case may be. You can do drop shipping. It is relatively easy. There's a ton of different websites out there. I'll show you the best ones that I use. I'll show you the tips that I use and the tricks that I use, because I want you to win just like I win. But again, on the side of that, as an artist, you can make money off of your videos. You can make money. People don't even know you get paid for iTunes. Yeah, you get paid for whether it's CD Baby or CD Baby or DistroKid or TuneCore or United Masters, right? There's a lot of DSPs, but depending on who you go with, your split might be different. You might pay something up front. You might not pay something up front. You might have something deducted from the money that you're making. But at the end of the day, it's a business. You still have to pay taxes on it, right? So with that being said, people have to understand that if you're getting paid 0.000.0.3 off of every stream, that is not a lot of money. So how are artists getting paid in staying relevant? Is because they have become entrepreneurs. And that is the whole reason why I'm breaking down this stuff in depth, so artists can understand you can be an independent artist, you can have drip, you can have cars, you can have houses, you can have all of that without signing a record deal. A lot of these artists are getting out of their record deals and starting their own stuff, because they understand at the end of the day, You're signing to a label, and what is the label doing for you? I'll just break it down to you. Marketing, advertising, and promoting your product. You make the product, you give it to them, and then they market it, they promote it. Man, I'm so serious. This is one of those things that I laugh about because people miss the whole part of business. They market it, they advertise it, and they promote it. Market, advertise, promote. Then once they take the product, they make sure it's on every publication, every platform, every outlet that they can possibly put it in. And that's considered as a rollout. So we're going to teach you how to do an effective rollout. We're going to teach you how to, if you don't know how to put them on a DSP, that is relatively easy. That should be the shortest video ever. We're going to teach you how to actually make the songs. We're going to teach you how to critique your own song. And when I say critique your own song, is for me, I would take that song to somebody that I value their opinion deeply. Like somebody that's not going to be brutal and, like make you feel like you just trash your song, but somebody that is going to give you a good opinion, right? And listen to their opinion, because sometimes we have to listen to the opinions to be critiqued. A lot of prima donnas are in this industry and they are going out left and right, man. That's why there's so many people coming in the industry like this. Like, it's so many rappers dropping music. So how do you get heard? How do you stand out? How do you brand yourself? How do you market? How do you average? Oh my God, there's so much stuff, right? Nah. So if you come to my website, MAP, Market, Advertise, Promote, right? It's called MAP Social Network. If you come there, I have PDFs that actually show you exactly how to set up your Facebook, how to do the advertisement, how to do the marketing, right? All of these different strategies. This is already done for you. They're already proven. They already work. And you have to jump on it right now in real time, because things change on the internet every day. Algorithms change without us even knowing. So if you really want to get where you need to be in the music industry, jump on this before it get too late and before everything changes. And you have to wait as I take time to see exactly what changed, and then how can I improve, and how can I update my PDFs and different things like that. So strike the iron while it's hot. Make sure y'all jump in the Facebook groups. Make sure y'all tap in with me here. Wherever y'all can get this information, get it, because it's vital. I will leave some free PDFs just for those independent artists that's trying to get started, because there is a lot of different information that's out here. It's a lot of misinformation, and we do not want to give out misinformation in my community. It is nothing but love. Every time y'all come through here, I want y'all to feel this high vibe, this high frequency, because I'm not going to stop. Man, it's going to be to the point where, see, we're in 2023 right now. In 2024, in the month of February, I will be running an actual free mixing. I'm going to mix 100 songs. Me and my team are going to mix 100 songs for 100 independent artists. Everybody that is really taking their time and effort into putting their craft together, right? But they just don't have the money to get it professionally mixed. We're going to professionally mix it for you so that you can put out your music and make money and keep the profit. I don't need anything. But it is going to be a criteria of how you guys are going to be able to submit these songs. And I don't really want to do like a judging process or anything like that. But we're still working out the kinks. But in February, look out for that. Also, something else that is going on in this channel, I will be teaching people how to mix and master. I will be teaching people how to pick the right cadence. I will be teaching people how to produce beats, quality beats, right? Because there's a lot of different things that's happening in this industry and people are not talking about it. We're going to break down in depth AI, how you can actually use AI in your music. And a lot of people are against AI, but AI is actually very good. It can save you a whole bunch of time. And I mean, just on the side of actually being an artist and using it. If you're a content creator and you have to come up with this music, or if you are a content creator on YouTube and you have to come up with this music, you can actually use AI to make music for your channel and use it and do not get any strikes. So I'm going